My brother made me sleep on couch. When I lost my job, telling everyone I'm the family leech. When his wife found his dating app, guess whose messages I'd been saving for 6 months? I lost my job 6 months ago. The company I'd worked at for 10 years underwent massive changes, and suddenly I was among hundreds let go. With the current economy, my savings disappeared faster than I expected, mostly into my apartment's ridiculous rent. After 3 months of rejections and dwindling funds, I had to make the hardest call of my life, asking my older brother Nolan if I could crash at his place temporarily. Nolan is the successful sibling. Nice house in the suburbs, BMW in the driveway, and the kind of smugness that only comes from thinking you're better than everyone else. But he's my brother, and his wife Alice is genuinely one of the sweetest people I know. So when he agreed to let me stay, I was relieved. That relief lasted exactly 3 days. First red flag. Nolan insisted I sleep on their living room couch despite having a fully furnished guest room. His reason? We need to keep it ready for actual guests. Ouch. But I was desperate, so I swallowed my pride and accepted it. The real fun started during week 2. Nolan began making these little comments during dinner. You know, Ruby, at your age, most people have their lives figured out. Or my personal favorite. It's interesting how some people just can't handle adult responsibilities. Alice would shoot him looks, but he'd just smile that condescending smile of his. Then came the family gossip. My cousin Haley texted me, "Hey, is everything okay? Nolan mentioned you might be having issues?" Turns out my dear brother had been telling everyone I was taking advantage of his generosity. He even went to our parents, suggesting they stop helping me with holiday gifts because I was becoming the family leech. I was documenting everything, recording his comments, saving texts. Not for revenge initially. I just needed proof I wasn't crazy, that he was really being this cruel. Then came the dating app notification. I was using Nolan's iPad one afternoon, with his permission, to check my email because my laptop was acting up. He'd forgotten to log out of his accounts, and a notification popped up, from a dating app. I know I shouldn't have looked, but after weeks of his holier-than-thou attitude, curiosity got the better of me. What I found made me sick. Hundreds of messages to different women, explicit photos, meet-up arrangements during his late nights at the office. This perfect husband who spent dinner every night criticizing my life choices was living a double life that would destroy Alice. Instead of confronting him immediately, I got smart. I took screenshots, lots of them, saved them to my private cloud storage, documented dates, times, and patterns. Every time he came home late, I noted it, matched it to his dating app activity, built a solid case, piece by piece. For 6 months, I played the perfect house guest, cleaned, cooked, kept quiet during his verbal jabs, all while watching him dig his own grave deeper and deeper. The hardest part was seeing Alice's face when he'd come home late, knowing what I knew. But I needed to be strategic. I needed a job lined up before I could risk being kicked out. Last week, everything aligned perfectly. During our monthly family dinner at our parents' house, Nolan was in rare form. He started his usual routine about my unemployment, but this time went further, suggesting I might be stealing from them. That's when Alice spoke up, her voice shaking. "Actually, I found something strange on your iPad today, honey." The look on Nolan's face was priceless. Before he could speak, I pulled out my phone and started playing my collection of his degrading comments. Then, while everyone sat in shocked silence, I pulled up the dating app screenshots. 6 months worth. "Since we're talking about taking advantage," I said, "let's discuss how you've been taking advantage of your wife's trust." Alice broke down crying. Mom nearly fainted. Dad, who's always seen Nolan as the golden child, just sat there, mouth open. Nolan tried claiming the messages were fake, but I had timestamps, photos he'd taken inside his office, hotel receipts he'd saved in his cloud. Alice left with my parents that night. She's filing for divorce and staying with them while she sorts things out. Was I wrong to wait 6 months? Maybe. Could I have told Alice privately? Probably. But after months of being called a leech and watching him manipulate everyone while betraying his wife, the public revelation felt right.